Loaded bases, that's my motivation. A nigga feeling lucky, we should go to Vegas. 2018 motor transportation got me feeling over anxious like a home invasion. My dough inflated and I'm more creative. Signed a couple big deals, but it's no parading. See, it's a couple niggas every generation that wasn't supposed to make it out, but they code the matrix. And when they get to speak, it's like a coded language. Reminds niggas that they strength and all the stolen greatness. We used to shoot at niggas at the mobile station. Full circle, mogul motivation. My self-educated, shrewd negotiations. Got these sharks that I'm sitting at this table with, afraid to bait me. No 10 on my Mercedes, that's for inspiration. 2 kilos on my neck like the fucking 80s. Westside Slauson Ave know my demonstration. Born and raised, y'all affiliated. It's really greatness. Riding around like I really made it. Loaded bases, I'm gon' Willie Mason. Yeah.
Listen to my ambition, cause I'm on one. Swinging for the fences for the home run. Even further beyond into the universe. But I've got to make it to first. It feels like every second's being stolen. I risk it for every ticket we sold them. You drop the ball, I'ma take it home. Bottom line, I'm gonna make it home.
I was sitting on my link and I start thinking, nigga ain't gonna make 100 mil off in these streets. More than likely I'm gonna end up in somebody's precinct. Even worse, horse and carriage front the church, laid off in the hearse, I dealt with it. I ain't just out here for my help with it. I weighed the risk and the reward and see the scale tipping. Let's all get on one accord and take the world, niggas. Take the money, take the power, and the girls with us. Can't buy that bullshit that they sell, niggas. They breed drug heads and jail niggas. Look all these ways they derail niggas. That's why respect me to the utmost when you see me's how I feel, nigga. Cause I ain't fail niggas. I seen it coming, did not tell niggas. Different lanes, same passion for the male niggas. Switch lanes, all black, 2 glass ceilings. V12 too fast, nigga. Gone.
Listen to my ambition, cause I'm on one. Swinging for the fences for the home run. Even further beyond into the universe. But I've got to make it to first. It feels like every second's being stolen. I risk it for every ticket we sold. You got the ball, I'ma take it home. Bottom line, I'm gonna make it home.
Lord have mercy, I missed this music. Lord have mercy. Hit that like button and subscribe. So inspirational. So inspirational. What a beautiful day. I hope you subscribed over there at my other channel. If you not, if you on my Patreon, you're gonna get the notification. We're gonna have a great Nipsey Hussle conversation coming up very shortly there. But I did want to start this day off right on the 26th of January. The month is closing, and it has been more than sweeps week here at KevRow University. Urban conservative and branching off and creating my other shit. But man, it's just been so much media, so much. The first month has been like upside down, like revelation in the black community. Just looking at, I just saw Charleston White. I said, damn, Charleston White is in the Instagram with the porn stars now. He went from black activist to I'm just trying to get people right, to look at my eye fell out. Now he in the damn porn industry now, doing his rounds. And it's just, all they got to do is sell black men some light coochie. Press 1 and they just jump off the deep end. Lord have mercy. It's like Hollywood is gone, right? Epstein and it, but they little kids, Lil Clinton and them kids still around running the hip hop channels. Press 1. So now these YouTubers who was just talking about the Illuminati and the conspiracy theories, press 1. These same YouTubers are now a part of the damn YouTube Illuminati. Press 1. We're gonna have a great discussion over there at Coffee and Kush TV. I'm just so happy that we are independent. Yeah, it's been tough. Yeah, it's been like hard. Some days we don't even profit anything. Some days we just lose, but that's okay. We're not bound to contract. We're not we're not going to any secret parties. Press 1. We not invited anyway, but we ain't going to the parties. Press 1. By the time the party start, I'm asleep anyway. Press 1. I don't want to go because I got to get up and come do live streams, and it ain't going to be fun. I'm not finna turn into a cokehead surviving the streets of South Central. I could have been any damn thing. I'm not finna go and work my way up in YouTube and get all this knowledge in this beautiful class just to hang out with y'all and do cocaine. I just stay with the homies in the hood. Press 1. The fuck? Yeah, I made it that far to see Brick Baby. Nigga, you got me fucked up. Press 1. I don't want to see none of you damn niggas. I don't want to see none of them type of niggas. Who over there? Who they signed to? Oh, get the fuck out of here. Fat boy, the other fat guy, lemon head. I bag on them every day. They'll be trying to jump me every day. Press 1. Steph Crown, you cold. Hold up, Steph. Hold up. Hold up. You know I'm just saying. When I look in the mirror, I can look in the mirror and see myself. I still see my soul. I'm right there. Press 1. You see that glow? Look. I got that glow. Look, my eyes ain't squiggly or nothing. Press. Nigga, if I want to freak off, nigga, I'm a grown ass man. I'll have my own, damn it. Press 1. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't finna sell me on no goddamn dreams. Press 1. Come over here. We got porn stars. No, the fuck what? They're on my screen if I want to dial www.yourwife.com. What the fuck is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press 1. Paul Isha. Step to the front. Her face, my screen. Now. Hit that like button. I'm just saying, man, you're gonna make it. Some of these fucking rodents have never been around nothing. So Hollywood entices these people. A lot of these people need to be stars just to get seen and pretend they have some type of functional background. Press 1. My man said, turn your mic up. I will in a second. Thank you, champ. My man. Where you at? At work. Early this morning. We at work early this morning. Good job, champ. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. We got great conversation coming to the row. This whole class today, this day 1 of this new school year, that's why I titled it this way, so you get a identification for what this year is all about. You're going to learn a lot that deals with each and every one of these topics, and you're going to have to decide whether you're going to grow or not. What's up, Sid, D-Jack? What up, moderators? Good to see y'all. They know. I'm the life of the party, but I'm not going to yours. Press 1. No. I heard some things. Milk 74 just did a reaction to a video that I'm going to be discussing over there on Coffee and Kush TV. Make sure you're on my Patreon to get the link. YouTube done right. What up, B? I see you, B. Good to see my supporters out there. Jay Wells, good to see you, champion. Let me see who else in here. Cali Boxer 909. What up with it? Hey, listen. Cali Boxer 909. You know I'm starting my boxing channel and my sports channel. Huh? You got to catch it on the way up. Don't wait till it get there and then you want to be a part of, man, that's Kev, man. Why you ain't tell me, Kev? Listen, you want to be part of new media and I'm retarded. I'm going full-blown YouTuber. You want to be a part of new media takeover interactive with KevRow? Come on. Holla at your boy. What up, G-Stacks? Good to see you, champ. Yeah, man. I'm just doing what I like to do. So I'm just urging the people who do take the university serious, who pull up with a sense of pride, a sense of ownership. Press 1. Because you created this, not me. Y'all did this whole little layout I got here. I just want to let you know. All the mean Kev y'all see, y'all did this shit. So shout out to the supporters for keeping Kev focused. Stay focused, brother. Stay focused. It's hard out here teaching Democrats and former Democrats. Press one and neutral and non-affiliates. Press one. It's hard because our brothers don't like to learn and they think they know everything when they come to class. The objective of the U is for you to learn. And if you need to express yourself, StreamYard will be activated after today. Well, actually tonight at 7 p.m. right here on Coffee and Kush TV. But I'm saying, you don't take pride in this. Hold up, they playing music out there. Let me. You know, when you move to the ghetto, bro, when you move back to L.A., it's just something about this place. Press one. They don't give a damn. Now, we got a lot coming up, a lot at Urban Conservative, a lot here at KevRow University, History Tunnel, 54, every show. So, shout out to my supporters, like I was saying, and God bless y'all. And I hope you guys, more than anything, are learning more and getting more out of what we teach, or what, not even what we teach, what we speak about here, and allow people to openly discuss things outside the box. Because a lot of people can't speak; they're bound by way of contract. A lot of these people got. You ever see these YouTube channels? They like, since we talking about No Jumper, all of the characters look weird. It just went all downhill. No Jumper had possibilities to be in the motherfucking Breakfast Club on the West Coast, but it like totally deviated into a porn industry and a bunch of hungry, thirsty, dirty dogs. It's like all our men do is play all day. I was watching The Community. Press one. I was watching Spider Loke. Thanks to G Stacks. Thank you. I was wondering, what the fuck is the internet missing? What did we miss about the internet in the black conscious community that everybody else is getting right? I think our addiction to entertainers and rappers and ignorant shit is the problem. And I think that's become like front and center, where it's just like people, ignorance is oversaturated on YouTube in our community. Just ignorance and childlike behavior. Even the pranks is going down the path of like self-destruction. And it's getting like the internet doesn't have anything else to do. And people are going back to work. So the podcasters who was popping all of COVID and they don't amass hundreds of thousands and thousands and thousands of views, they suffering bad. Them analytics they see, them motherfuckers is driving them crazy. The red pill community is pumping more. They got veins coming out their head, pumping more anti-women. Every community is going insane. That has grown into big podcasts during COVID because people was just really sitting on their ass with nothing to do. Now the economy is getting back rolling. Motherfuckers really didn't need relationship advice. Like, I'm like, damn, everybody's projecting. This is sad. So why not make a show about it over there on Coffee and Kush TV late night at the Row? Why not just make a show about it and we just have fun doing reactions off of this stuff? This is fun to me, fun to y'all. After class, though. After class. Where you been, John Q? Where you been, champ? Where you been, champ? I ain't been around in a long time. I hope you stay in class this year, bro. There's always a fresh start. I try to tell people, wait till you come back around. Don't mess with me when I'm mid season and you like, Kev, what's up? Nigga, I don't know you. I don't want to know you. You wasn't here. You was fooling around in the beginning. I think y'all know how it roll. And be willing to speak. Don't be afraid to speak. You be so fast to say what up. You got my attention. But if a nigga say, what's up? You be like, you feel me? If I put pictures up, you supposed to know what they are. If I put this Epcot picture up and I know you been here, you supposed to tell me everything you know about this nigga right here. Press 1. John Q, don't keep saying peace to me. You say peace to this. John Q, tell me everything you know about this program right here. You should be able to tell me this. God First says, I just wanted to add something from the yesterday topic that had a film crew 1 week. Well, I'm not talking about that, God First. I told you, you got to go to my Patreon. See, that just let me know, although your name is God First, you're not really paying attention. You want to talk about yesterday. Yesterday ain't class. That's just ramble. Now we ain't class. I know what you just wanted to add something from yesterday, but it does nothing here because we ain't talking about yesterday. We talking about that on the later. Chris, we talking about that on a later day. Chris Cook says the pretty ones. Chris Cook says the pretty ones. Clothes. I think you're thinking of Prince. It's actually the beautiful ones you wanted. That's one thing, Chris. I mean, you've been here for a whole semester and a half, 2 semesters, sir. And you must have something other than the pretty ones. Give it another go. You got to be able to give me something. Also, thank you for hitting that Cash App, though. Shout out to the people who really support this broadcast. Y'all, every student right here, come on, I'm with you, Gail, with you. Make sure you're in that Cash App so I can mark you here for the day. From $1 to whatever it is. Just make sure you're visible and you get known in class since you want to be famous. Brandon Allen, for my drink. I don't drink nothing. That's coffee. Press 1. And before you, there was Jason Harris. Always. So you know, and I buy instant coffee now, and I'm starting to cut back. So y'all don't have to race to buy me a coffee. But shout out to B. Shout out to B. I love you, Chad. Thank you for the contributions to the program. Oh my goodness, y'all crazy. Shout out to D. Anthony Wilson. Salute to you, D. Anthony, for that contribution. Mrs. Hornick for supporting the real. Shout out to you with that contribution to the program. Deborah Nichols, Cedric Jefferson, and Jason Harris. Shout out to you and David Camacho for some time after the show yesterday, I believe. God bless y'all out there early in the morning. That's what I'm talking about. Help me win. Hell yeah. You see what they got to do in the rest of YouTube Street. You know, they grow into these big old channels. They grow and grow and grow. And then they get demonetized. And then they so demoralized because who wants to start back all the way over with me? Press 1. Who want to go back down here and hang out with y'all? Press Teresa Green. Nobody would know you in them big old chat rooms. There's too many fucking bots. Too many fake people. I'm glad I made sure I can say, okay, I can see y'all. There's so many bots and people who will buy bots for you, and the computer will sit here and talk to you. That's why I talk about the most intriguing things here at this program, at this university, because AI cannot copy my authentic self. Press 1. See, AI can make another Charleston White. AI can make another this one and that one. Kev is so unique and versatile, and my mind is not on Google. That's some powerful shit to say. My mind ain't coming on goddamn Google. But I can direct yours and reference Google because that's what you know. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Fatima. Yeah, I'm not on that. So y'all come with it, family. Come with it, family. I'm ready for a new semester of just excellent conversation once again. Lord have mercy. I can't imagine what it'd be like to have 2, 3, 4, 500,000 followers and I'm not monetized. I'm just getting my ass on the internet. It's easier for me right here. I'm already pissed the fuck off. What the fuck? I'll be mad if only 0.7% of my total audience actually gave a fuck. What the fuck? Hell no, I'll be depressed. So I can't go out like that. I'd rather just stay slow and steady wins the race. Just maintain my position. I know how to get these amount of views and maintain myself right here. And now that we branching off doing other things with other people, I'm very confident in where KevRow, Coffee and Kush, man, where this is going, you know, especially because I just invested another fucking large amount into my next venture, equipment wise, and it better press 1. Yo, yeah. Just to give the people more content, be more versatile, and just open up different aspects of oneself on YouTube. When I come to the chat, I have noticed that I always make sure that I thumbs up and hit the like button. That don't matter to me because, you know, I just say that because I got used to saying it as a YouTuber. But this ain't monetized, so it don't matter how many thumbs up and how many likes. None of that matter to me. If you don't support the broadcast, what mattered to me is calling it in, being a part of the program. Let me know that you actually are getting the information, comprehending the information and ready to give it back to the classroom from your perspective. And not be like shy about that. So actually what I'm doing is opening up a lot of people to like this class also work on your oral presentation. You can work on your speech and your comprehension just by learning and taking part. Who wouldn't want to know about the our people's stolen legacy? Who would want to know about these things? You gotta be an ignorant person to live your life, not wondering like, and not trying to find out who your grandmother's mothers was and fathers was and beyond, and how did we get to this point? If you're not trying to figure that out, you part of the problem. Hit that like button and subscribe. Press 1 if you agree. You part of the problem. Press 1 if you agree. If you ain't trying to figure out, okay, what part of this goddamn timeline, his story is actually not correct. Come to find out, the Moors claiming to be Moors are not even Moors. Press 1. Oh my goodness. I see this is gonna be tough for a lot of people from different sectors. Hey, listen, I just made a star appearance on my good friend Sonetta TV. Press 1. I just made a superstar appearance where I slaughtered everybody's thought process. So you can challenge me here. My phone lines are now open. My stream yard is about to be open to the Moors, the Pan Africans, FBA. That gave me a boost of confidence. Press one. I've been all over the place now. I'm like, oh, I kicked everybody's ass. I feel like fucking. You feel me? The Rock. Macho Man Randy Savage. When he used to extend his hands and got the elbow coming down. Pow! I hit him. 1, 2, 3. Slaughtered him. So I feel good. And then right now may not be a good time to fuck with Kev. I ain't even gonna lie. Not to put fear in your heart, but right now ain't the real time to fuck with me when it comes to this YouTube shit. Cause I'm really like no, when it comes to debating, because what I'm challenging is the Hebrew Israelites is wrong. The Pan-Africans is wrong. Sinetta is wrong. The Moors is not who they say they are, first of all, before we even establish a nationality, because they're Moorish, like Jewish. Press one, Moorish. Press. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck it. You feel me? But something set this live stream off. I came on this live stream because a question was asked in a public forum, which I saw on my Facebook. If you don't mind, I'm going to bring this up. And what the forum, I like talking about these things at the U because we're allowed to. Again, other places, I don't know if you can talk about the truth. Actually, I don't even think niggas really got the capacity to really discuss things. So they run to the rap and different things. Let me bring this up real quick, fam. A question was asked here. This is going to be good because this is exactly what we were discussing here at the Row. The meme was put up. Kings and monarchs of medieval, which is your time, okay? Medieval, okay? Medieval. Kings and monarchs of the medieval age were literally beheaded, ushering in the Enlightenment era. Now, you hear this. Yet, monarchs and princesses are still celebrated. Why? And I said, wow. Press one, because these are questions that's going on right now. The whole monarch is in trouble. Everybody's in trouble. Everybody's in trouble. So the question is, kings and monarchs of the medieval age were literally beheaded, ushering in the Enlightenment era. If you follow Kev and you've been on this great ship, you know what time memorial is and all that. So you should see that just in that phrase. Yet monarchs and princesses are still celebrated, and the power of the monarchs, the king, is still active till this day. You should be able to discuss this, right? Right, sophomores and juniors? Because there ain't no seniors. Ain't even no seniors. No, they all failed. Got to start over. The slippery slide at Nickelodeon Style University is insane. So why are kings and monarchs, why would they murder? Do you see that? Why were they murdered and beheaded, cut off, heads cut off, ushering in the Enlightenment era, yet their power and their control still exists today? You, as a student here, should be able to answer this, which is why my phone line is open. Woo-wee. Why were they murdered and beheaded? 2, how is it that their power and their control is still, how are they still in power if they fail? How are they even in power? That's the question here today at the row. 424 209 9506. You should be able to conjure up some language to give a short or long version of your analogy of why, if they died and were beheaded, why are they the mill stockholders of the stock that's over here in America? How are they still in power? If you broke away from the Brits, okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing what God said. Thank you, God, first, but um, that's not what we're doing. This is a place where we're learning, where we're not just saying God said all of these things will come to pass. Great, but we're not doing that. So I'm gonna put you on timeout for 24 hours. See you tomorrow. Press one. We're not doing that. We're not just blurting out things, and we're not just typing things in my chat. Thank you, sir, whoever you are. Make sure you come back after 24 hours. Thank you, because you're a new student, so you shouldn't even be saying really nothing. You know, you shouldn't be saying nothing. How are is the monarch's control still in power? How is that? Thank you, Amanda, for putting that number up there. Oh, this is gonna be a very interactive year. And take this real slow. What up, Gucci? Good to see you out, Gucci. Like, man, here go Kev. Here we go. Kev is what up, Gucci? Gucci is an 8-year student here at the row, and he's not leaving, and he's oh, the fucking alumni is in the building. Sheesh. Now my man Gucci Moses. Oh no. How is it that they're in power? Right? I said, I'm bringing this up in my class because my new Instagram is part of the class as well. I'm going to be doing a lot of posting on my new Instagram. Make sure you're on the right tier for class because that's what you're going to get the link to today as well. I'm utilizing social media. Press one. I'm just trying to utilize social media. You're gonna have to turn it up. Turn it up. You have to turn it up. Turn it up. Turn them Chinese made ear pods up. I'm not turning shit up. Coffee. KevRow University, Professor Gillespie. What's your name? Where you standing from?
What up, Kevin? Said, how you doing? How you doing, sir?
My man, one of my best students. One of my best students. I shall add. What up? What you said? Talk to me, King. What's your perspective on this meme I saw on Facebook?
So, what was the first part of the question?
It says kings and monarchs of the medieval age were literally beheaded, ushering in an enlightenment era. Yet monarchs and princesses are still celebrated. I'm adding in, yeah, and do they have still a power hold in not only our nation but Europe as a whole if the monarchs were beheaded and wiped out of existence? Go ahead.
Well, like you taught us, it's because it's a stolen valor. They are the executors of the theft and robbery of King George, and they are still in power because they have a grip, a death grip, a Markman grip on not just the wealth, but the land and the people. And the subverters or the takeover it was all given to the Catholic Church, and it's being held basically by subverting the people and keeping them ignorant and not we're barred from law.
If you
being able to go to
say
common
you
land.
got Chinese made ear pods like G Stacks, and he doesn't really know what dead hands or mort may mean. Could you explain that just a little bit for him?
Well, it's a death grip. That's what it's called, a death grip. So the land is in trust. It's been left in the will. What's it? Testamentary. It's an estate. It's been left up into an heir.
But it's in dead hands. Let me ask you a rap bar, because that's how they learn. Democrats learn by rap bars. So I'm gonna ask you a question in the democratic way. I hope you kind of understand it. But can you be dead and be in dead hands?
Yes.
How?
I would say you are a walking corpse. You're looked at as dead in law.
But okay, so the founding fathers are in dead hands. They're using dead money, and we're using it. So that isn't that a form of necromancy if we're like the living dead? Because they're
Yes.
reemergence of the same over and over and over, and it's they're dead names, but yet you're alive. I mean, and when you wake up, a redeemed individual would be alive once the redeemer. That's what being redeemed is all about. You and I talk about this last semester a lot, right?
Yes, sir. It's what comes to mind for me would be the Catholic Church. It's being held in a corporation. It's being duplicated
Yeah, that's what I'm
into a
saying.
minor state.
Wouldn't that be the real form? Let's take the spookism out of necromancy, right? Because
Yes.
logically speaking, that's not possible. Would that be necromancy in law? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
That's a hell of a
It would
question.
be yeah, I mean that's definitely necromancy, because if your currency is dead and your master is dead, then you're dead. You're in a perpetual state of death.
A perpetual state of reoccurring death over and over again. Oh shit,
Yes, sir.
that's in allegorical form they'll call that reincarnation. But in lawful form it'll look like what you just said. I mean, what do we got? Reoccurring debt over and over. Every morning we get charged for everything.
Yes, sir. You pay rent. You pay
Wow.
reoccurring bills. The same reoccurring
Bingo.
events.
Oh, say it again. The
The dead
same
holidays.
reoccurring events. Monday, Tuesday,
We have
Wednesday,
dead
Thursday.
holidays.
Boom. And then what if we go back in time, say, and then you find that there was a 8th day or a 13th month, just like there's a 13th
Right.
tribe or something like that. Then you really out of bounds. You don't leap year.
Calendars off. You're in dead time.
Fuck, you've been leaping years you been. What you just say?
Your calendar's off. You're in dead time.
You in dead time. Time. Did it? Wait a minute. Are we? No. You've been in dead time the whole time. Correct?
Yes, sir.
In between time.
Yes, sir.
In between 12 and 1. Or what's that? We was talking about in between Terminator. What was that? Oh, Solar Terminator. Google that. The dividing of time. Oh my goodness, that's biblical. But
Yes, yes, sir.
it's like it's
The dividing line.
the dividing line. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that right there. That's wild.
I've been thinking about just like you was talking about with the Wheel of Time and being caught up in all these like the same reoccurring events, and just like you showed us, sir, that's how they keep us in peril. It's the same allegorical
Looping of
theme,
events that
just
keep you
retold.
that are caused by traumatic. We gonna call it
Yeah,
rapid traumatic response because it's a triggering of a specific trauma that even let's say they can even cause the event in false propaganda or holographic form. It is set off that reoccurring event.
like a PTSD reaction.
Yes, a PTSD reaction to a programmed, to a pre-programmed trauma. So if you can artificially inseminate a trauma, like let's say, let's hypothesize because we up there said, enter out of Africa theory. This is where they come from. Insert this. Remove this. Insert this. Insert
Yeah, they did it through
these concepts
like
too.
we taught us through.
Go ahead.
What you say was the last part?
Would you say?
They did it all like you taught us through cinematography and like
Yes.
the the love of celebrity,
Right.
entertainment. They got us to love all these people from foreign lands here doing performances, and they switched our whole ideology.
Well, no, let's just like Royal Purple say, let's just keep it on traumas and triggers that causes the
Yes, sir.
reaction of the same simulated set of events over, and it may appear that history may even be repeating itself. Psychological mind tricks. That's crazy to even not crazy because we think about things. We think about things and
Yeah, Kev, like with the trauma, they use the man child, like you taught us. They use the man child to keep putting this psychological trauma on us, make us feel like we're all inadequate. We all can't. It's
so
debilitating.
so if the man child is the black sun is the O and is the center of the universe, like the sun is thought to be in science, then is it like Reginald McDonald is saying, getting you out of the observer's perspective?
Yes, sir. I like the way you put that.
Well, I'm trying. I'm trying to work with my students in the chat and live at the same time. Something new.
That's a good one. Just even from like that makes me think about the like what you were saying, like with the picture, the one you showed.
With the
Yeah, it would be.
of
Yeah,
course, with the perspective. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly.
that's a that's a that's a good way to put it. I never thought about it like that.
I
Get you
just
out of
yeah,
the
I saw the way
out of
Reginald questioned that. I know I was trying to make, just bring that up, but my brain does what it does. I'm trying to figure that out too. Like, is it about getting you off your square per se, but from the observer's position. And a lot of students don't even know what that means. We talking over a lot of people's heads. But yeah, that's deep. They will. But on the lower end, going back to what Royal Purple said was talking about was triggers and traumas. And that's why our people be trapped in so much trauma-based fears and trigger and easily steered by way of trauma-based steered propaganda. But if you look,
Yes, sir. They put it right there in our face too.
well, shit, if you part of it, you can't see it. And then the masses, there's a lot more than the people who can see. So, and the people who can see, hearts is so good, they want to tell these people, but they don't. All they see is Black Lives Matter. You like that, man? That's the wrong way, man. They don't care. Because once the hive mind takes over, the trauma bond creates creates that hive mind and trigger an automatic sequence of a fucking fuck you and destructive behavior. Damn, that makes sense though.
Right, and they weaponize you into troops against your
They
own
get your
well-being.
Yeah, and it's become a part of American society because it has to be. That's how that's how it has to work. I mean, how do you want your nation waking up to fucking George Washington being black and we took this shit from them in the 1900s and the 40s and shit? We the real Nazis and shit. Come on.
Yeah.
So this is
You can't have that.
Yeah, so you need MK fucking ultra mind control by way of the square box everybody got in their fucking their house. You feel me? So it's a problem solving reaction actually personified scientifically and realistically, physically proven. It's like, damn, could you really steer a whole black vote by saying what? You don't vote for me, you ain't black. You would think in 2022 and in 2020 period, anytime right now that we'll say, wait a minute, that's reverse psychology. But no, not when it's happening.
Right. You're right, Kev.
A form of hypnosis.
Because they'll tell you that you're not down for your brother if you're not black. That's what they'll tell you. You're not with your brother. You don't love your brother if you're not.
But that's what. That's what they heard. That's what me and you can say that. But that's what our people heard. That they didn't hear what we heard. You see. So it worked. That's like the movie Get Out. This is hypnosis. This is high hypnosis. You got a whole family scared to go over to people's house. They were scared to breathe. Say it. Breathe. So I'm just looking at this whole system, and we was part of it. We a part of it, right? We all just went through COVID together, right? And we kind of still, they talk about another one. Like, here these motherfuckers come again, right? So now it's like predicted, like you can see it. It's coming. But they, that can be done politically or by way of propaganda. But, people are waking up to their own hypnosis. And when you wake up to the shit, it's like, damn. All of it? All of it, champ. They built a whole, and that's our people right there. Say it. It's just like all triggered responses. All triggered emotion by way of storylines that you do your research on are not even true in a lot of cases. So That's crazy. And then you got people who actually believe in moons and stars and Jupiter and Uranus. People don't committed their whole lives to this stuff. So, this is very important. This is very great conversation. Go ahead, say it. You got the flow. I'm just talking. Oh, my man said was on mute or something. But yeah. So that's how a lot of people are connected, and they can easily place an idol in front to hive mind, and it'll go just like the algorithm and all that. How did the kings? The phone lines is open. How is it that the kings and monarchs of middle medieval age were literally genocided and beheaded, ushering in the Enlightenment age when they received fire, right? Yet monarchs are still celebrated or in power today. 424-209-9506. But that's what I'm saying. The trauma, he said the arrested development phenomenon also has a trauma based trigger loop. Well, that's become a lifestyle for black people. That's what black people are caught in right there, a trauma based trigger loop. And this is how you've been voted against your own interests every few years, because those times that you need to vote on things and come together and actually make things happen, not only politically on a on a nationwide scale, but locally, is because they're already 8 years ahead of you, 12 years, 14 years, 24, and people accepted that. Which shows the incompetence in a lot of our brothers who need to be up in front and center and not daydreaming about allegorical concepts, when we can clearly see Kev is bringing them allegorical concepts into legal form. Wow. That's why I was asking said, could you say, would you consider that taking an allegorical concept out of things? Could you find that in the law? That's what we were doing. That's like powerful. You probably never even, I don't even know a better way to explain and taking allegorical spiritual beliefs and finding it in law. And a lot of people can't contain that because they don't put their whole lives into spiritual, antichrist type, sinful belief systems that are imaginary. And that's a outer shell they gotta take off for themselves. I'm not here for that. This KevRow University. This is my brain, this is what we talk about here. But people got to come out and shed their old skin on their own. People come out they cocoon and drop the mask and the fake shit on their own. That's on y'all. I'm just a free channel, and this is what we talking about. I love every bit of this. Yeah, you love what you do, Kev? Hell yeah, I love every bit of it. Shout out to R. Davis for the broadcast and information and truth and much, much more, R. Davis, and much, much more. Fee, I see you, champion. Thank you for the contribution. Stuck watching Max Headroom. I don't understand. Some sort of Osiris. It's a dead mindset, Royal Purple. Remember, it's a dead mindset. Said was talking about dead hands in a dead state, using cryptocurrency in dead hands. And all of those people whose currency they're using for leverage are black people, are more than likely the African Americans who were sent off to war in the Great War, World War One and Two, and
Two.
all of their bones never returned, their bodies never returned, thus making them property of the church and the Navy and all of that, and they just ran the estate up after that. KevRow University, what's your name? Where you standing from?
So this is TJ from Michigan, Kev.
Who is this from Michigan? I can't hear you. Is he breaking up? Is that me or you? That's you. You breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What's your name?
TJ.
TJ, what up?
Yeah, I was just trying to answer on the show. I was just gonna say that they did a coup, so that's why we still celebrating them. That's my opinion.
Who did a coup?
I mean, I want to say, basically the people that was part of the. Remember, you was talking about this a minute ago. The people in the union. So they did the coup d'etat, basically, kind of brainwashed us, I guess you could say, and took all our basically what we used to, and switched it all around into what they believe and how they wanted us to live.
Okay. How did the kings and monarchs? How are they instilling power? So they beheaded them. So they took them out.
Yeah, they took them out, and then just implemented what they wanted us to learn and how they wanted us to move. You
How
know what I
was
mean?
how was
What
that?
we were used.
By the educational system?
So I mean, like just basically, the way we turn in life, they got influence on us. The education, working. You know what I mean?
Well, you gotta work. That's not.
Yeah, but yeah, you gotta work for them. You know what I mean?
That's the answer.
I mean, yeah, that's basically my answer. I just felt like they cooped this time, just implemented a system for the future generation.
And what's the implement? What system is that they implemented?
I mean, I don't I don't know if it has a name, but I mean, just like I said, like how the stuff that they teach us. You know what I mean? Like just celebrate things, and you would walk every walk of life. You know what I mean? They have an influence on us.
All righty, my man TJ from where you from again?
Michigan.
Michigan, my man. TJ, you full of shit. All right, TJ. TJ, go ahead and sit down. You in the ski mask in the back, bro. TJ, go back over there and sit down, bro. Ah, my man, Michigan. You look like your ass from Michigan. That nigga TJ seen that thumbnail and was like, "Oh shit!" That's why I switched it on him. Press what? I said, "No." I said, "No, we gonna do that Nifty channel on. We gonna do that on the other channel." Ah, I got your ass, didn't I? I got your ass. We gonna come back. Don't worry about you.
One. To send a voice.
KevRow University, you on the air. Go ahead.
All right, Kev. Answer the question. I'm coming straight with it. I ain't doing it.
All right, answer the question,
Nah,
TJ. Go ahead.
so to answer the question, I will say that maybe in the head of the king, like, okay, what if the king is like supposed to be like the head of Christ? Because we are referred to as the body of Christ. So maybe the king would be referred to as ahead of Christ, so beheaded him. Essentially, they go to the head, the body will fall. So maybe there's some parallelism in that.
In the head of state being the Christ and being the king.
Being the king, because naturally the king is supposed to uphold divine order on earth. So if you behead him, then there's disorder. Follow me?
I got you. Kind of like Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty type of shit. All right, with that being said, when I got you on the line, Kev, about 2-3 classes ago, we were talking about the issues going on under the sewer, right? Even with the Jews and the sewer. You remember that a couple shows ago?
Yes. I wonder where you're going
with this,
because, go ahead.
But now listen, because this ain't been on my mind since that episode. Okay, as I was following along with the class, man, something just came over me like, this is it. Like Michael Jackson said, this is it. But no, not it. Like it, the clown. So when the class was going
the
on,
horror movie
everything was referring. It was like follow me. Okay, George lost his ship. George lost his ship, and the ship went into the sewer.
Well, George's law.
George's
ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Went into the
all right. Come on. Let me know you studying something, champ. All right. Because we studied.
So it went into the.
Okay. Go ahead.
So it went into the sewer, right? And that's where it was at. That clown. Now that clown is not just a clown. That clown is like as a spirit attached to that clown. And in Stephen King's series, if I'm not mistaken, it is like a primordial creature from like way back before the when the earth was formed. So I'm thinking that is like whether it be Satan or some type of evil entity. So I'm just taking it as like, that clown may be.
Wait a minute. I thought you was gonna say the ship, and they built on top of the sewers, which pushes the ship underground and everything else. But you say what?
Okay.
Now a creature.
Okay, the ship is.
See, this is why.
No, okay,
ship. You gotta wait till conspiracy night. That's coming up tonight at 7
No. It ain't. This ain't a conspiracy. I'm looking at it like that. And we're dealing with allegory, and we're dealing with. So I'm thinking that the movie may be some type of allegory or riddle, but it's being like unfolded by you as we speak. So back to George's ship going underground in that sewer where it was at. It is a clown.
Okay.
So it may be like entertainment. Or everything associated with that.
Well, it's entertainment because you got to find it will be the ringleader or the circus ringleader.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
And then what else we discussed about circuses in our class.
Go ahead.
So you factor in, we talked about circuses and stuff like that in the class. Right. Well, back during that time, that's because there's a prequel to it. That was around the time of when all that P.T. Barnum and those traveling circuses was going around. So I'm thinking, so it's like, what I'm coming to is bottom line, the after our soul. SOUL and SOLE. That's what it boils down to.
Wait, SOLE? That's soul. That's
yeah.
Okay, what's the SOLE? What's that one?
So SOLE is the corporate fiction or your straw man. So your name in capital letters.
So what's the difference between the SOL and the SOLE?
SOUL
no,
and
no.
SOLE.
No. The SOL.
Sorry, what's that? Okay. Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
The SOL.
SOL. If I'm not mistaken, I thought it was a prefix for like son. I don't. Yeah, SOL or shit out of luck. But as far as I know, SOL was a prefix, so it's like for son.
Ooh. Go ahead.
Yeah, but bottom line, so I'm thinking, okay, in order for they, they're going, they already lost anyway. It's already written they're going to lose. But they got to put forth their best foot forward. But bottom line, the objective is to keep us out of law. Is to get us out of law, and in exchange they get our soul. So that's so everything is kind of designed to keep us out of law. Whether it be the music, TV program. And speaking of TV program, don't you know exactly back in the day when we
And wrong answer. Nigga, this ain't no street corner. You ain't finna jibble jabble your way all this time, and then I'm just finna go with you, nigga. Press one. If you don't get that old man hustle, you think about to ask me for 35 cents in a minute. Press one. Reginald McDaniel. You know why I love this channel and I love where we're going? Because I can do this live on the air. See, this is random. Out the blue. We talking timelines of events, the reset, the Victorians, all that. In one watt, all year long. See, Reginald McDonald just said SOL equals solar or sun. How many people agree with that? Press 1 if you agree. Press 2 if you don't. Uh-oh. Because it says here, SOL, the fifth note of the major scale. Uh-oh. The note G in a fixed do system. So SOL 1. Damn. Let me see. Then I started, ever since I went on Sonetta channel, I just want to know the meaning of things. Because after I found out they didn't know the meaning of what they even was presenting, I said, oh, they're just willfully ignorant. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. So crypto as well, but I don't want to go I just want to get a basis on the soul. Let's go to the 1828 where Sonetta said, no, don't go. Press 1. I wanted to say the 1828 on Sonetta so bad just to see. No, we got to go to the Hebrew. But we don't speak Hebrew, we speak English. That's why it's in the 1828. And then we go over to the Hebrew in the blue letter. Translation. It's in the 1828, like I said. Press 1. Translation. So the legal definition, in an English definition, a copper coin, a penny. The name of a note in music. It's the G note. It's a heavenly note. Press 1. Imagine how many watch Sachetta not knowing he knows nothing. Shanetta knows stuff. Listen, Kevin Ferguson. I think you got a dislike for Shanetta, thinking Shanetta dumb. Shanetta wouldn't be alive if he was dumb. Okay, Shanetta knows what he's doing, which I find it very amusing as an intelligent person. He reminds me of like Stanford and Son. Press 1 of the conscious. You gotta know what you're looking for when you watch this shit. I like the Sonetta where he pretends to be so ignorant of God and the law, and he's just so like, that is blind. I like how he blinds himself. So I find humor in everything that he does because, at one time you were over there probably. At one time we were all probably believing in all type of things. So don't feel sorry for them. Allow people to grow. Sinetta agrees with me. That's the cold thing about it. Don't miscategorize your enemy, sir, or your foe. Sinetta agreed with me the whole time. You just had to see it. You gotta look at it. Everything I said, he was like, mm-hmm. Ooh, it's over. You just gotta go back and see it. He agrees. Sinetta is a student here. He's learning his history as well. Said is teaching him.
Not like this. Not like this.
Said is teaching you that man. Nah, you will never see it neither. You will never think, where's Sinetta? That's why Sinetta is going at them. No, everything is fake. He's just fucking having a spontaneous combustion. I'm laughing because I'm like, damn. And he knows. It's only a matter of time before he just come over here and debate me for a comedy hour or something, because I really just. So anyway, SOL. What is a soul? A penny? A musical note? Which way we want to go with it? Yeah, said teaching them, BC. I don't know what you laughing at. Said teaches. Said is French. So he like, damn, they got French people over there too? Yep. White people, Asian people. We ain't met no Indian, Hindu people, but sir. Said teaching. You got said fucked up. Don't think you coming over here and think you can say something about said or something and you don't go. You're not even a student here. Where's BC in the student program? You're not here. Press 1. Rule number 1: a non-student or a non-affiliate can't get in student politics. Oh, this is like prison. What? You can't get in our business. Turn around. Watch the goddamn TV. Press 1. You can't get in school politics. You can't get in our business like that. I'm the only YouTuber that denies support. Thank you. Sit down, BC. Sit down. So what is the soul? What is the selling of one soul? How do you kidnap and sell 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16 million? What's the cost of a soul when if you are a trader, or what is the cost of one soul? One of these. Press 1. A penny. Let me help you. A penny. You were bought and sold and made dead and paid the fare of a penny. And lost everything you had. A penny. Woo-wee. A penny. The moment you became a 14th Amendment citizen, after they genocided you in the previous amendment, like the 13th, and wiped you out. But if you wanted to be a good monkey and learn how you came from a monkey and got your knowledge from a mushroom and think outer space, you and sign right here, you gotta be black. Because black in law is what? Can I get some help? Well, of course, in the dictionary, it'll be, if you go down, you in there, Negro. Press one. Oh, your ass is. But what is black in law? Dead. And dead men tell no tale if they're in dead hands and they just dead. So so in 2024, nobody should be calling themselves black, but we know they are. But I'm saying there should be no black leaders by law, in law. I mean, if you're gonna be speaking as a leader in law, there's no way, because the war is of the dead and the living, light and dark, blah blah blah. But you being dead made to come alive. Now, if you want to remain dead, dead man can't vote, dead man don't matter, dead man don't do nothing. Black is just proud by James Brown. That's it. Black is nowhere. Black is up, and then if that's what you choose as a nationality, as a birthright, then there is no reason to include you in no matters, because I will be insane to allow a person who's coming in dead to me and talk to me and tell us of the living what we gonna be doing. That's why we keep, what reparation? That's, what? Because you're dead in law. And we positioned ourselves that way and have been dead since you've become a citizen. That's cold, bro. So like I said, they tell you these things happen in 20 AD and this nation way back then for black people. No. The genocide system of black folk already occurred. The genocide already happened. You're dead in the asylum. That's where you're at. You're a dead man walking, a zombie in the asylum. Dreaming about stars and moon. I'm from Pluto. Press one. I'm from Planet Risk. Press one. You want your ass on Shutter Island. We speak these mantras and shit like, oh, you only way out this life is dead or in jail. Well, you damn right. That's the only way the federal government and those who got power over you remain in power. Either the music industry gonna entice you to do something stupid. What does black mean in law? So you like self-sacrifice, going into the fort. You civilly self-sacrifice yourself. And join a federation against yourself. You went out on your sword, as they say. How you you died to give others life. Do you get that? That's where the concept in law of their allegorical world, that's where they come up with that story. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm talking to the seniors in this, even though there ain't no seniors. That's where they got that story from. And you take that from the legal perspective, and if you want to blind the people, you would change that into a blasphemous, false sense of something that happened in time immemorial. Do you understand that? They don't know what happened in 1700, let alone 1 AD or BC for that matter. So that's why I like playing in the timeline. For me, I'm like the Riddler because all you got to do is ask great questions and know thyself. You the answer. KevRow University on the air. What up? Talk to me. Are you there? Hold on. Let me bring you on. Oh, okay. Are you
I'm
there?
on air unit.
Okay, go ahead. What up?
Yeah, I'm here. All right, I wanted to call in because a lot of us dudes don't know how to structure our talks when we call in to you. But I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you my life, how it's going in my life, Area 25. Like, you know, my mother. Hello.
Yeah, this is not the psychological help hotline. That if you want that, you got to sign up to the Patreon for $3 a day. Thank you for the call, bro. This ain't the doctor. This ain't the Montel Williams show. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And when you in the black community, you got to deal with that, you know. But we know who that is, so we don't let that be. We turn this down because they love it. Care, bro. You know, nobody really care about your life. They didn't care about it then. They don't care about it now. Hey, he's the shitty cuz in my channel. But anyway, yeah, he messed up with Area 25 because nobody cares. Anyway, that's for my students. That's $3 a day, chap. Make sure you over there. Just chill out, bro. When I tell you I'm one of the brightest, but anyway, you know, getting back to it, I forgot what we was talking about. So you know, what were we talking about before this brother called in? You know, and I know what the title is, and I know, but I was talking about something. Let me see. Shout out to y'all. Let me see if y'all in here. Stuck in Mortmain, Mr. Ferguson. Thank you. Stuck in Mortmain, dead. And these are the circus entertainers we was talking about who are here to keep you from what? Maintaining your 360-degree observational point. You know how easy that was? Wow. I know choke no joke like. Go ahead, bro. Eat. Powerful, powerful, powerful. And so they are here to trick you into thinking. Listen to me. Into thinking you're in the observational point of view, the observer's point of view. But it's just a scientific trajectory and it's all off. Therefore, you are not in an observational. You're either a Smith agent, actor, or are you just part of the civilization that everybody's trying to wake up? So, if black is dead in law, then I don't think we should be calling ourselves that, though, and because the system wants us to identify as what? Black in law, to maintain the crucifixion of you, brothers and sisters, the brothers, the heads of estate, their own estates here in America as they went off and were captured on foreign land. But you forgot about that because you believe in civil wars and revolutionary patriotic wars that set you free from a king when you're the king's people who fell into Mortmain. So how did they do it? Short story for those of y'all who knew it in class. short story. The kings of the monarch of the past were all, in fact, what y'all call African Americans. This is what I wrote on this propaganda machine. And they are not slaves, but prisoners of war who were taken down in the late 1800s. And the major destruction and reconstruction and mass immigration and falsified history covered it all up. They stole the monarch / patriarch, murdered the kings and queen, genocided their leaders and people, and enslaved their children. And they, remember, we were talking about artificial implementing a false narrative to the, that's what they did here, a false history, a false sense of self. And they are who you call African American Negroes, black today. The Victorians of the past or the Virginians of the past. All immigrants were reclassified as Indians, nationalizing themselves as white people as a whole collectively. Everyone but blacks are the people who were just the children of those who were just in power. They were called black, which is dead in law. Identity stripped, enslaved by the 13th Amendment, and the 14th Amendment keeps them dead. And here we are today, stolen inheritance, stolen birthright. The king's power still remains in place as the corporation, courts are dead estate, as authorizes itself as dead presidents, who money they use today, which is backed by the names of those who owned everything. That'll be your forefathers. Debt notes are the first cryptocurrencies, banks controlled by way of the Catholic Church, and for the savings of one soul. Identifying what a soul is. You traded a king for dead presidents, and now you're dead. And it's their money, oh my goodness, just insane. Anyway, I'm pretty sure said is like, whoa, that's why the penny is the most valuable coin in the deck. I know that probably struck a nerve. It struck a lightning bolt in your head because that is what I type. Because I like to get my thoughts out now. I like to write or type. So why not type my thoughts? But that is why the penny is the most valuable coin in the whole thing, in the whole system, because it represents the cost of freedom, the cost of you, because you're the collateral, of course, in which the debt notes were created on top of. The only thing that's actual money is the bottom line, the penny. That old copper tone penny. Press 1. So when they said Abraham freed the slaves, well, depends on how you look at indentured servitude and who was in servitude. Well, freed them, but you went into captivity, like they said in Jeremiah, in the book of Jeremiah. Your forefathers went into captivity as they were given liberty, Reconstruction. You see all these videos now come out with what's going on with the Reconstruction period and what happened, and it had to be something here before because it was a reset. Well, it was a reset for sure. It was a complete wipeout, a genocide. It's the equivalent to what Himmler did to the Jews. Rounded up, put on trains, taken out. And you still haven't found out about your own genocide yet. So other nations are using your funds to destroy worlds out there based on their own Holocaust. Your whole nation is caught up in somebody else's Holocaust when your Holocaust is the most important Holocaust on earth. What it took to dethrone the king and genocide the people, your forefathers. That's why you guys had like a memory wipe. You ever saw Men in Black, that white light? Yeah, that dividing light. Terminator. Yeah, that'll wipe you clean. Boom. This is your history. So our people was reprogrammed to serve as children, brought up learning how to be subservient to their children. So their children would then grow to know how to dominate you and treat you and make sure they at least remember the history, remember this. And that's why they speak in code and they really enjoy that history because it's everything you imagine Nazi propaganda will be is American life. You're the dirtiest, you're the nothing, all on the news, you're this. And man, you deserve to be in prison and die. Your ass is a criminal for a reason, though. And you got to be done this way for the process of the federal government jurisdiction over you and the banks control over you, which is actually the Holy See. The federal government and the Holy See are actually one. Google everything that I'm freestyling. I got bars. Press, don't play with me. Press one. I got bars. I'm just pulling them out the ether. This is easy work. So the federal government and the Catholic Church have to keep, that's the business of the Catholic Church. Catholic Church went into business with the Rothschilds, which pretty much set this whole stock shit going, which gave them full control of the stocks and bonds. They gained control of your resources, and which is the oil and the gold, which is the king's oil and gold, but that's what your resources were before they monopolized and destroyed you. So that system is still in play. Those corporations are still there by way of Disney. Those are international corporations who came through with a mouse and bought up all your lands, and you went to their theme parks and traded in your cryptocurrency for more monopoly-looking cryptocurrency just to go there and take pictures with the mouse who got more sovereignty than you do. Press one, kings and queens. Woo! That nigga KevRow, let me at him. He went from Scrappy Doo to Scooby Doo. Let me at him to Scooby Doo to Scrappy. Let me tell you how them words just flow. It's easy work, bro. It's nothing. You supposed to speak like that. There is no excuse why you don't know that. You go here to the you should be, I'm afraid to articulate my words and the study of my life in Area 25 and all that. Rest what? No. It's not. Oh, you gotta love LA people. They don't stop clowning. Press one. I see why Sarnetta thought I needed a nose, a red nose. No, but I get it. All they do is play. Hit that like button and subscribe. So, the 13th and the 14th is the most to seeing, means the most to at least the average person to be able to see and give a basis to the insert of your brain, the insert of a bookmark. So I'm gonna start right there at the 13th. How does these two right here genocide me? Criminalize me and then genocide me, and why would that happen? And why is everything amendment, even down to the 94 crime bill, the war on drugs, and all of that stems from that source of classification? Press one. Can we go there? Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that Cash App. RT Bell, she say listen, look, I got you, RT Bell. That's why I told you, don't hit me up on Patreon. I mean, don't hit me up on no damn Instagram. My Instagram is changing from that. You gonna do all that on Patreon. I got all that being built right now. You're gonna be able to do all that in the comment board and all that. I got you, RT. Shout out to her. women, black women. I'm on the top tier, and then here go an extra. And so that means I can send you things on Instagram. No, that goes over there. Makes it easy for me when I wake up. It's all in one place. I know I want an easy life. Doop. There it is. RT Bell. Great job. I don't want to go to Instagram and there you are with homework. No. Go over there. Hit that like button and subscribe. Who else is in here? You ain't finna bully me on my own page now. Y'all cold. William B. Jones. R. Davis. Shout out to y'all. William B. Jones. Good to see you still around, champ. 424-209-9506. Oh, we're going urban conservative today, so make sure you're on the Patreon at any. You can even be a free member to get the link to Urban Conservative in my new page. You don't have to be a supporter. Just get over there to my Patreon, and if you think my shit is worthless, and you can just get on there, and you've been on there this whole time as a free member, God bless you too. Hit the link, go over there, at least take part in the comment section. You feel me? Hit the like and subscribe when we go live over there. We're going to monetize. I'm going to have B on that program as well, just to give a broader basis. I hope everybody out there got their StreamYard, and I'm going to drop the link even tonight on Coffee and Kush Late Night with the Row. I'm going to drop the link, and if you want to come up on the program, the link of coming on the show will be in the chat room as well. 424-209-9506. Lord have mercy. The support of KevRow have grown beyond my wildest dreams. I can't lie to you. Boy, if I wasn't just doing the right thing, boy, what them people said about me, that shit would have been more believable. But good thing, doing the right thing in life just pays off, bro. Press one. Press one. Just doing the right thing. Sometimes you don't know what just being a good person and doing the right thing and staying focused on your life and not worried about what's going on outside. You'll see how far that gets you. When you look back in a year or two of the people who are actually outside, you're like, damn. Stay in the house, man. Ain't nothing outside. Focus on your goals. Press one. I'm going outside. I got a brand new show coming, and it's a travel show. I got a brand new travel show. And it's my own travel show. But it's really vlogging. But it's like traveling and vlogging. Anyway, it'll be fun. It's very interactive. And enjoy that. That's the type of support I get. I love to be like Pookie and Ray Ray and them, like how we used to be, but we gotta step up. Can't be Pookie and Ray Ray, can't be democratic all the time. Can't be democratic all the time. Sometimes you gotta switch it up and become a conservative. You feel me? I felt like a genius right now. That note. I felt like a genius. And I probably am. And you probably are. We be having, I think we discredit ourselves. I think we put more fear on ourselves than that's actually there. I think people are afraid. If I didn't go over to Sonetta, they wouldn't have put that blue Bible up with the Hebrew, and come to find out, I was right the whole time. Discredited everything they said about the word humbled, meaning sex. I discredit everything. I said, ain't no way the word humbled in Hebrew means sex. Now the Pan-Africans speak Hebrew and still don't even speak hieroglyphic. You can't speak neither. You don't know what's on them walls, and they using images. You can't figure that out. You've been studying that by way of the Greek society your whole life. You ain't figured nothing out. Which makes you think you're going to go over there to some other words that ain't English and you're going to figure that out. You know English. You know English. Y'all find out one or two words in what you think is Hebrew and lose y'all marbles trying to come back and teach us simple folk the Hebrew when you only just found out a word. And come to find out, humble don't mean sex in no damn Hebrew. I just got to keep reiterating because I'm like, damn, our people are really lost to that extent? Yes. And if it's that simple, if you're lost on something that's in Hebrew translated also into the 1828, fool, you wouldn't even know nothing if it wasn't for the 1828. I got your ass. I'm going to say something bold. Your whole religious construct of moons and stars is right there in the law books of what not to do. It's right there in the 1828 dictionary and right there in the law books. And that's why I'm teaching people how important law is versus your false allegories. I always said if I can get black women to see the importance in God's law over their tarot and their horoscopes and this and that, we got something good. But let me come back and tell you today, I have humbled the black women in the black community. Humbled they ass. Press what? Man, what? What? You know why? Because they understand. I made it simple for them. It's not hard for them to understand history. It's not. They study like crystals and shit and got all this shit in their brain. Now they just short circuit. They don't know, oh my goodness, something fun to play with. And then they find out, wait a minute. This is the true power, right? This is the true understanding. This is the new task. That's the new, like, whoa. Having faith and waiting and having faith in the process and God's work for you at your level is different from you manifesting shit. That's a different, like, what? That's different from, oh, I manifested this. You manifest anything, a car, go work for it. Care what dream world you win in, you still gonna have to work for your manifestation. You can meme me to death on Instagram, but you work for it. Nah. Rain Kalima straight out the building? No, not like that, Reginald. Because it's not like run out the building. It's more, Kalima is not a person that can run out the building. It's a religious construct. It's a dead state for a dead black woman. It's the woman in Moana throwing things at the end. Kalima, the woman, the beast from the sea, Ursula. And every woman can turn into that. Press 1, but when they don't know who they are, that's who they are. The most deadliest shit you ever seen on earth. Look at their history in the 18 and 1900. They clicked up with Margaret Sanger on Fulham Grave. They just went on the motherfucking. I'm just playing. Let me stop, but I'm trying to be class material. I just that was low, but I gotta tell you the truth. Said they went on a nigga. Shit, you know. So it's a journey to come from that itself, you know, and to understanding that trauma and finding like, damn, we really turned our back on our families. Yes. And men need to come to the same ordeal. That's why I had to stop watching these relationship guru shows. Press 1. That's why I had to stop. because I'm not living that life. I was like, okay, I agree with that. Then that became repetitive. I agree with that. I agree with that. Then I started like, but where y'all girlfriends at? Then I started realizing, wait a minute, they don't even like black women. I'm like, oh, so they get in front of other nations of women, get little Asian girlfriends because they do scribble scrabble artwork in Yakuza, whatever that stuff is called. Press 1. And then they go against their own people. And then they find out it's clout worthy. Press 1, then they develop an audience. But I would love to see brothers on a date or some type of teaching form of, because a lot of these dudes wear V-neck shirts. I'm just tired of this fake Sodom and Gomorrah persona. You know? And we got to get to a point where we get back to real teaching, real knowledge and wisdom. That's why I went over to Hassan. I mean, not to Hassan, shout out to him, but Sarnetta, because I was like, okay, I'm sitting up here chilling. Sarnetta is on, right? Now, I can play John Madden season and break records like I normally do. Or I can put my information to the test. So I risked it. I said, okay, I hope he don't treat me to all of the little things a person say. I hope he don't try to embarrass me and kind of let me, you know, do my thing. And he did. And he invited that. So I couldn't be like, oh, look, come on, man, that is a dirty dog. No. If Kev is saying he got some knowledge, that's outside that thing. If he's saying he got this and he step in this arena and y'all can't squash him, we got a problem. We got a serious problem if y'all can't squash this guy. And then he found out that I was right the whole time. Press 1. So I'm still feeling good, BC. I'm still feeling good. Anybody else calling in? Am I good to go? Shout out to the people who contribute to this program. I see y'all in a bit. Channel 54, Coffee and Kush Entertainment and Hip Hop News, Urban Conservative News, and all that great shit is going down. I love y'all. See y'all, I think, tomorrow at KevRow University. And we're going to get back on these timelines, sky votes, the scientific things, as well as scientific, allegorical, whatever you want to say, or it's also welcome. Those conversations are welcome because I think they help further the conversation, finding them in law. Thus, you can find what Greek gods conquered yours. So, if when you study it from this perspective, is what I'm saying, you can actually see. Now, this is dope. This is where the imagination and three-dimensional hologram work in your brain, nigga. If you see it, it's real. You will start to see the Greek god myths and stories play out right in your mind, right in the projector. It'll come in like, wait a minute, that's why this and that. And once that this and that and whys get answered, you will see their myths playing out in allegorical form, but in history at the same time. KevRow University, Coffee and Kush, 404, you on the air, what up?
Peace, guys, it's Taj.
What up?
No, man.
What up, Taj? You on the air, what up?
Cool. Hey, I want to bring something up to change it to the questions that you were asking earlier. Speaking about how it was taken and how they replaced the king and everything and the people as well. It brings me back to something that at one point I was starting to get into, but it's the Leviathan.
Okay.
Going back to and it also got some scriptural references with that name too.
Right.
But the part that I wanted to talk about was the body politic aspect of Leviathan. And I read a passage in that book.
Okay, so you're relating.
We talk about
scripture, Leviathan, which is the beast serpent,
right?
Right, with the legal form that you found. What is it again? What you call it? Leviathan? But what is it actually?
It's a book by Thomas Hobbes.
Okay.
Thomas Hobbes. We talk about body politic though when we dealing with Leviathan. That's probably what I mentioned. Body politic.
Right. Oh yes, the body of politics, Leviathan. That's a hell of a title. And you should nigga. Go ahead.
So what I wanted to mention, I forget the guy from Michigan who called, but he had said something about Christ being the head, and we the people being the body of Christ. Yes. So again, we talking about Leviathan. We talk about the Leviathan system, and in that book it said if one person were to go against the sovereign, they said that would be treachery. That would be a traitorous move. But if he got like the group of people or like a majority of people to go with him, let's call it like democracy to come into play, you know what I mean? That replaces the king's rule. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that if they replace the king's rule with that, they go into the water where the beast came from, and they come off of the land. And I could be off with that, but that's where my head.
Wow, I see exactly what you mean. I see how you just brought the serpent up. That's exactly what I was just saying. When you find it in law, you'll be able to see the mythological story play out right in front of your brain, and that's how you know. Real. That's how you know you got it, because it come into focus. Now, one more time, say it again, because I don't think people really grasp what you really said, and they want you to say it again.
So it's like the monster from the sea, Leviathan, which is a body politic. Yeah. They came and they replaced the law of the land, or Georgia's law, with the democracy or maritime law. Let's call it. Let's call it maritime law. Let's call it what it is. Right. Maritime law.
Right.
And whatever you pick your king by observing the law by which you observe. And when I'm saying observance, I'm kind of using that two different ways.
Say that one more time about the observing. What did you say about observing?
Well,
you serve the God by what laws you observe. So
yes, sir.
So the job is to keep you as outlaws and out of the circle. And, go ahead, champ.
Bingo. Yeah. So, so it's like, observation. You mind if I go into the 1828?
Why not? I just seen something in 3D form, and nobody else seen it but those who understood, and that was dope. Go ahead. No 3D glasses needed. That was dope. Go ahead.
All right. To observe, I'm gonna go through a couple of them real quick. To see, behold, or with some attention to notice, as to observe a halo around the moon. I observed a singular phenomenon. We observe strangers or their dress. That's not the one I wanted to use. To take notice or cognizance of by the intellect. We observe nice distinctions in arguments or a peculiar delicacy of thought. 3, to utter or express as a remark, opinion, or sentiment to remark. He observed that no man appears great to his domestics. And, this is the one I really wanted to come to, though, is this one, is number 4, to keep religiously, to celebrate. A night to be much observed to the Lord. Exodus 12. Ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread. Exodus 12. Ye observe days and months and times and years. Galatians 4. And I'll read the last one, well, number 5 as well. It is to keep or adhere to adhere to in practice, to comply with, to obey, as to observe the laws of the state, to observe the rules and regulations of a society, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you, Matthew 28. And another one is the practice in the noun form.
But yeah, observation of the law and respecting of the law and all of the law, especially when you're going back into the Levitical law, because if it was an observance of the law, there would be like jubilees. But
well,
the reason I brought up another
of the blessings of the law. You honor the law throughout the thing, and then you celebrate the Jubilee. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like God's real Christmas. And everybody's supposed to celebrate the Jubilee because this is when not only you give honor to those your landlords and you pay your stuff and everything, and I guess it's kind of like a renewal of the lease. So it's like a process.
It's like a return.
Well, on the investment, yes.
It is.
You get what I'm saying? No, I got what you were saying, but yes, it's a total return on the investment, not using usury as well. Think about it. It's genius.
Yeah. Yes, it works both ways. It's like a symbiotic relationship that is not like a parasite host type of thing. Right. It's both lifting up to raise each other up.
And that's the friendship.
Because the property's going to be maintained.
And that's where the treaty comes from. Well, why treaty like of that status will be even brought up under that contract with our Constitution with who?
The Constitution is with the federal government or,
the Holy See.
Yes. It's all up under that. The federal government fall right up under the Holy See, dealing with the Pope and everything like that.
That Leviathan that's a trip. You brought that up, bro. So what about this? What about this body? What about this body of politics? What did they do?
There was a government, but the body politic that came and is currently in rule, it's like you I mean you laid it out pretty good. So it's like basically they came and they changed the law, and the people who wouldn't comply, they genocided
maybe
them.
They didn't change it. Maybe the law and the law of the time of the sea is different from the law of the land, but controlled by the same harbor / postmaster, maybe?
Got you. All right, so now that everything is flooded, all right, Father, tell me if I'm hearing you correct.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong. We freestyled. There's no longer right or wrong. We just freestyle. Go ahead, chap. Right or wrong.
Trust indeed. So once the land was flooded, and it being like, you know what I mean, literally and figuratively, like you're up under a whole different law now because the sea has come onto the land. All right, damn, man.
And then riparian rights and things of that nature.
Salvage.
Yeah. And then riparian rights is what? Control. Even if the water is connected by a stream, they got control. So all that came. It ain't like the water receded and so did riparian rights. Oh, no.
Right.
So go ahead.
All right. If you don't mind, I wanted to say something about Leviathan.
Yeah.
And bring up something that I'm like, I wanted to call this in a few shows ago, but you remember you were talking about stopping time, and you were talking about like the key and everything.
Yes.
Like, bro, I said this to you a long time ago. I don't even know if you remember it, bro. But bro, like, I ain't realize, like, you like a legend. Like, you, and what I mean by that is, like, you are like a key, like, on a map.
Go ahead. What you mean by that? Go ahead.
Like,
break it down for me so I can get a grand understanding. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is the map, or I'm gonna go as far as to say like scripture being equating that to a map. Without you being there to like say, hey, this is a road, this is a passable road, or this is a mountain, this is a body of water. They're like, it really don't really make sense outside of the allegory unless you being there. And like, bro, I had that realization the other, like I said, like probably a week ago. But as far as the Leviathan, what I wanted to bring up about that is the cross. It's a Lorraine cross on top of the infinity symbol that's turned on its side.
This is the Leviathan cross, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Leviathan cross at this point. So you got the infinity symbol turned to the side. So that's how you would stop time, right? And then you were also talking about like the solar terminator.
Wait. The infinity symbol turned from straight up and down to its side, creating that snake eating its own tail infinity. Well, Leviathan eating its own tail, creating that dynamic of dead time, maybe? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, what I'm saying is it's an hourglass. The infinity represents chronos, represents time.
Got you.
And if you want to stop time, you turn the hourglass on the side.
You're absolutely right.
And then, you know the double cross, the Lorraine cross that's coming out of it? It's a double cross that's going straight up, like midnight. When I say a double cross, let's imagine like the shorter cross being like an hour hand and the longer cross being like the minute hand. And we add that, like, I don't know if it would technically be like at that solar termination point, but we at that point where it's like kind of in between that black line that's in between like the colors or whatever when you changing colors.
Oh,
but
like switching from one tick to the top.
Yeah, it's like a termination. Well, like we at that termination point. We at midnight.
At midnight.
What day are we on? What day are we on? Are we on the past day or are we on tomorrow? We in that like that terminator point. That
we're in that parallel point. Like that dividing the
Terminator.
Yeah.
The point of termination.
The point of termination. Oh shit. Yes.
Because it's up. It's up right now. You know what I'm saying? It's up. Time is up. So exactly. Is up. Double cross. Double cross. Yes. There's so many ways to play off of that. The people were double cross. Like, you know what I mean? It could be the hands of the clock. It could be a key. It could be so many different things. But one thing that it represents is free France. The Lorraine cross. And like I said, bro, I got a few thoughts right now.
Yeah. I'm just tripping. Oh, Shiva said Twilight Zone, the gray area.
Right. It's that in between.
It's that terminator. Yeah.
You were just talking about it. The solar terminator. Yeah.
Bingo.
It's that thing where you see like you ever seen like them apocalyptic movies where like the sun is coming and they like on the moon and they gotta run before that light hits them because they're gonna get evaporated. They get evaporated.
Like the vampires and shit.
Yeah. The vampire got to get back. They got to retreat to darkness. They only could live in one side. So once time starts to be observed and time starts to move forward, once that hourglass is turned right side up or either way, time is being observed.
So
again.
it's been dead.
It been dead. Time stopped once observation stopped. Ever since it was ever since the law wasn't observed anymore.
Time
started
stopped.
observing the new law.
And
Exactly.
They went off
no
of,
more
they went
observers.
off of the time of the ocean, the time of the water.
There you go.
Like the navigation.
Yes, sir.
Like the mariners.
Maritime law. We back up in the maritime law.
Which is the logo of the Seattle Mariners, which is the logo of the neighborhood 60s, which is Nipsey and him, which is why he said I'm the sea man or the navigator of the seas. Dead time.
That makes sense. That makes sense now. I understand.
Well, that's why I was saying he's the rider on the white horse that represented Corona. That's why I was saying that. And people was like, oh, Kev, how could you say that? No, you're thinking allegorically. I'm thinking redemption and time and symbolism, allegory meets law. You know?
Right on. Right on. It took me a second. I see what you're saying now, bro. Yeah.
And they're dealing off of that.
Yeah, bro, you ready for me?
Damn, bro. That's like, damn. I'm glad I record these now, so I could. That's deep.
Yeah, man. So, Chad, I gotta step away. I gotta get back to work, man. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to speak, man.
Yes, sir. Enjoy the rest, Taj. God bless you, my man. Damn, that's a good way to put it. 424-209-9506. We got a lot of things. I got a new program coming up tonight. We're gonna be talking about the Moon Matrix at 7 p.m. right here. Conspiracy time. Make sure you support all the conspiracy theorists out there who support our program. You don't get too many black programs that talk about these things. Make sure y'all support that. I'm gonna try to bring some people on that know about different concepts of the Moon Matrix and why people have been believing in the Moon Matrix, and if the moon was really a base or a satellite that was here and this and that is a portal, all that. And I'm turning that my night shows into more of a great conversation. Shout out to Todd, because you see the vision. My man Todd knows exactly where Kev is going. He's like, oh shit, he's going straight into his shit. So why not have these conversations in a more intellectual, in a more fun way, allowing all those folks who is into Tataria and the reset to enter these conversations in peace and just with understanding rather than at odds or something. Because if I didn't know about the Black Victorians or the Black Genocide, I would have went down to Tataria too. Press 1, I was already wow. But something wouldn't let me go from those world fairs. Coup d'etat. I'm like, hold up, cannons, reenactments of wars? Oh no. Our people come up missing? Oh no. LSD? Nah. So I had to figure this all out. We got to figure it all out and not overstress and overwhelm ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that hard to think and research a few things that you find interesting that you might want to bring on the program and stuff like that. Remember, there ain't gonna be no more phone lines because I got StreamYards, and you're gonna be able to come up on the show and also interact right here on KevRow, even if I'm in studio or I'm out and about, because I just got a lot of equipment, and I told at least my team know I'm going into a more production format. I like producing content, and I just bought a bunch of equipment where it's forcing me to learn a lot more on the go, on the fly, and we able to put some skits together at this point, and expand the brand in a different on all levels though. That's the cool thing about it. On all levels. Whether it be urban conservative, KevRow Radio on the Patreon. I'm just trying to bring more to those who support me. KevRow University on the air. What up?
Hey, good afternoon, Professor. This is William Jones. I'm calling in, and I wanted to let's make a submission to the class with regards to some of the information you and
Wait, yo,
Taj were kind of going over just now.
but I can't understand you. You're muffled.
Oh, 1 second. I'm sorry. Can you hear me better now?
A little bit. Go ahead.
Okay, yes, sir. I wanted to call it in with regards to some of the information you and Taj were just going over
Yeah.
with regards to the double cross.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been wanting to reach out to you about this. It's kind of weird because of what I do. So I work in government. I'll try to keep it as clear as possible. So I live in a sister city here in SoCal, Riverside, and I didn't even know what a sister city was until you kind of introduced it to the class as a dynamic of how things are. And the logo for Riverside is a double cross. And forgive me for kind of being shaky. It's just kind of weird, like where this plays into like my existence. Not to make it about me, but just knowing how it all comes together.
Go ahead.
So our logo, yes, sir. Our logo is a double cross.
Yeah.
And then there's a bell in the center of it. So I'm thinking about it in history. The gold bell, was that in Philadelphia?
From what it may have been gold. I think that's where we saw it at. If you are correct, yeah, it may have been Philly where the Liberty Bell was gold or something. Oh, that'd be Centralia. Go ahead.
Right. Yes, sir. So that kind of like ties in just the whole history of the city. There's also catacombs here in the city.
Where at? Where at?
Which I just okay. So check it out.
I'm finna go.
Where they are. One. Yes, sir. One is under the Superior Courthouse.
Okay.
Right, and it goes through to the Mission Inn Hotel, and then it also goes over through to Mount Rubidoux.
Really?
And guess what's at the top of Mount Rubidoux?
What's that one?
A cross.
Really?
A cross is at the top. I promise you, sir. And we know there's a translation of Golgotha, the place where Jesus was crucified, to be the place of the skull where the cross is.
Where that's at?
So there.
They said that's where that is?
Well, the place where Jesus was crucified?
Yeah, they said it's in Riverside.
No, sir. Forget not to make that a correlation.
Oh yeah, because I'm like, D-Jack is like, wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
D-Jack is like, wait, I'm by Riverside. Look, my man D-Jack like, let's go, Kev. I'm gonna pick you up. We go to. We'll be two niggas exploring with the Dora the Explorer backpacks and hats on. And go ahead, champ.
Fact. Yes, sir. But just how it kind of connects, with regards to my understanding of what catacombs are, being, the one in France under the Vatican, where the people are, right? Our people. The way that you've been able to help educate us on how it all comes together, and it's just a lot of weird correlations, man. When you all start talking about the double cross, I saw this video just the other day, and it was somebody was doing a skit.
They can be Black French. They can be, our people can be
yes,
here.
Sir?
Our people can be there. They can be Black French. The French were, the Black French at that time were getting, oh my goodness, slaughtered by Hitler and them. Remember, they were defeated by the Nazis.
Yes, sir.
The Nazis took over Italy. Go ahead, champ.
Absolutely. And even like the foundation of the city being established altogether, I was doing some history, trying to understand where I am. I was born at March. My dad was in the Air Force, and it's a lot of like history about me being in Riverside. But I didn't know that there was a time when Riverside was predominantly, we'll call it black, right? A black city. But then when I go into the history books, I see all these people from everywhere else but here coming to establish the city. I mean, people from Europe. I have some books from the library, matter of fact. But it's just, again, it's weird how it all comes together. And I'm grateful for you being who you are, stepping up to be able to help carry this torch and bring light to our minds. Because I'm not going to lie, I feel like to a degree I am still non-compass mentos because I'm not able to speak the language the way that I need to. You know what I mean? Stand on my square and be able to proclaim all the way, because a lot of this is still kind of, it's
It's a
how
lot.
can I say,
It's
man?
a
Like,
lot.
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I just wanted to bring that up. I have a couple of images. If I could send it to you of that double cross, what I was saying about the Instagram video, they were doing like this little skit about a Ouija board. They found a Ouija board and it was doing all this stuff. And then they went to throw it away. They pulled it out of the trash can and it had the double cross on the back with the infinity sign at the bottom of the double cross.
Ah, so still
right?
representing
And,
in the Leviathan, you still see reference in all of that.
yes,
That
sir.
reference to Leviathan.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So we'll get
So
to
yeah,
it.
I just wanted to
We'll get to it. That's the
yeah,
trip you
if
told
I
me
could add
about
to
that.
that,
That's
man,
the
you know.
double cross and the bell. And like I said, those churches was the betrayal of the king. So I see why they uphold the double cross. The
Yes,
double
sir.
cross represents betrayal. So look at that, infinite betrayal, and then you take what Leviathan itself represent, what Taj brought up. You know, you got a perpetual state of death and the worship of
Yes,
you
sir.
being dead. You know, so that's like a paradigm we got to escape from. At least bring enough awareness yourself, whether you think you know how to speak or you don't. You do, and it only get better with time, like
Yes,
fine
sir.
wine. You know what I'm talking about? Thank you for the call, champ.
Absolutely.
My
Appreciate you.
man. Yeah, it only you know, and that's what I said. Hey, shit, I had to get over oral presentations in front of y'all, and so do y'all. I used to be like, man, how am I gonna get on this page? What I'm gonna do? I still do that. I schedule my shows, and y'all think, what is Kev taking so long for? Uh, it's hard knowing this much and gotta come on and entertain. It's called stage fright. Press one. Leave me the hell alone. Say something. And so the Leviathan cross, all of that is important right here. And if you got a topic of discussion and you want to be a part of the late night Coffee and Kush TV conspiracy program from 7 to 9, make sure you download StreamYard, have your topic of discussion ready to go. Get all your, if you got an Instagram or a YouTube page that you are with, make sure you put that in your handle so people know where to find you at. No matter if we agree with you or not, I still want those who found something and heard something other in what you were saying and may be applicable to them. You know, hopefully that'll happen. So, you know, just take part. And I'm gonna continue to work hard. See y'all tonight at 7 right here on Coffee and Kush TV, channel 54. I see y'all tomorrow. Well, tomorrow or the next day. This class is tough, but as always,